Sorry about the the glitch from Gift of Life's video, but at least you got to hear the audio. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nader Fakoury, and I'm the proud wife of my late husband, Nader Fakoury. Jim, thank you for giving me the opportunity to honor my husband and your dear friend, Nader, and his commitment to this organization. Nader sat on the board of the ACRL for quite a few years and was dedicated to your mission of protecting the civil rights of the Arab Americans through education and advocacy. I will start off by thanking the Gift of Life Foundation for the opportunity to be part of an organization that has changed my life in so many ways. My background is in law, but I always knew I needed to do more in life. I always knew I wanted to be part of an organization that would make a difference in this world. I just didn't know that Nader was going to lead me to the path, and I thank him for that. Thanks to Nader, he gave me purpose I was searching for all along, but just didn't know it. Joining Gift of Life, helping others, being a philanthropist is by far more rewarding than any other legal job. My journey with Gift of Life obviously began with my husband Nader needing a liver transplant. Imagine, you are only married 5 years with 2 young children, and you're just about to start the next chapter in your life, and you think you have the whole world ahead of you with your husband and your children. My daughters were only 3 and 1 when my husband started not feeling well. And after many months of testing to find out days before Christmas that my husband had a rare liver disease called primary sclerosing cholangitis, and that's an autoimmune disease. Because the disease is so rare, the local doctors made it seem like he had stage 4 cancer. After much research and visits to many hospitals in Michigan as well as Mayo Clinic, we decided to wait a little bit before we put Nader on the transplant list. After about a year after that diagnosis, Nader was then put on a transplant list. And after 14 long months of waiting and watching him literally die in front of our eyes, we finally got the call we were waiting for. By this time, my son had come into our lives and was a blessing during such a difficult time. Nader recovered relatively quickly from this long surgery, and we were finally able to go on with life. But after only 2 short years from his first transplant, we found out his disease was back, and I knew it wasn't good. His liver was great, but being that the disease is autoimmune, it attacks anything good. Fast forward to November of 2019, when Nader's disease progressively got worse, and he went downhill relatively quickly. In a matter of 10 weeks, the doctors rushed him back on the transplant list, and we waited once again. We had to watch his health deteriorate once more in order to get that second transplant. And then COVID hit, the infamous COVID. This set us back tremendously. We even considered moving to another state just to get him a liver. Thankfully, on September 19th of 2020, we received our call to life for the second time here at U of M. We were overwhelmed and full of joy. 19 hours later, Nader completed his surgery. We had many setbacks, but after 8 months, he was moving in the right direction. 10 months to the date after his surgery, we received a clean bill of health from his liver transplant surgeons, and we were told to go on with life. And Nader passed unexpectedly right after that. Tonight I wanted to take the time to educate everyone here on the importance of another amazing organization that is both important to my husband as well as I and our loved ones. Like Jim said, we lost Nader far too soon at a young age of 52, with his whole life ahead of him. And even though my husband lost his battle this past summer, we were able to have many more years and more memories with him because of the work of Gift of Life. Gift of Life Michigan serves as an organ and tissue procurement organization in the state of Michigan. Nader was a 2-time liver transplant recipient, and his first transplant gave us 7 more years we wouldn't have had. My son, his youngest, would not have remembered his father if he didn't receive his first transplant 8 years ago. And my daughters would have had 8 less years with their father. Until Nader fell ill, I was not fully aware of this organization and everything it does. Each and every day, Gift of Life works to save and enhance lives through organ and tissue donation. One donor can save up to 8 lives and improve the lives of 75 more people through tissue donation. That means that literally one person can impact 83 lives. One person gives 8 mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, cousins, friends a second chance on life because they received a life-saving organ to live again. Our family received this gift not only once, but twice, which is extremely rare to get. The time is now. There's over 110,000 people waiting for a life-saving organ transplant in the country today. And a new person is added to that waiting list every 10 minutes, while 20 people die every day waiting for that organ. Of those on the waiting list, about 2,500 of them are in Michigan. In 2021, 1,089 organs were transplanted from 429 donors. Nader's journey was not easy over the past decade, but both his and my dedication to this organization remained very strong. And for the last 3 years, I sat on the board of Gift of Life, and it'll continue to be a part of my life, even though Nader is no longer here with us. I'm committed to supporting the work of Gift of Life Michigan and the Gift of Life Foundation as a way to remember Nader and his commitment to this community here in this room. Nader's friends and fellow board members have asked that we pay tribute to him, and we show all the gratitude for his years of dedicated service to this board by literally asking every one of you to give the gift of a life to another family. If you're not a donor, please become one. Please be generous with your envelopes on the table to contribute to the Gift of Life Foundation. I truly appreciate your time you've given me to speak and the passion for our family. This organization and your fight always meant so much to Nader. Thank you, Nader, for your love, support, leadership, and lastly, your gift of helping others. For many of you who knew Nader, knew he had a true gift of helping where they needed it most. Thank you, and God bless each and every one of you here tonight. Thank you.
I think with that, we take a breath and appreciate life, and hopefully all of us can have just 1 ounce, 1 fraction of an impact as Nader did on this earth.